Hello, my friends. I'm back, and I'd like to share with you the ATCs that I created for the giveaway challenge. And these are flat, so as promised, I created a couple of flat ones so that you guys could see another style. The ones I had already shared were this one and this other one. Whoops, sorry for the lighting. And welcome to my mess, because I'm working on these things today and I haven't had the chance to pick up everything around me. But I wanted to give you guys an update. First of all, I spoke to a couple of my subbies and suggested that I could extend my due date to the 26th of October. So instead of having a due date of the 15th, I would now make a due date of the 26th of October, because I know most of you, or some of you, wanted to participate and didn't have the time to try making ATCs and playing around in order to feel secure enough to send them or share them. So I hope those of you who already made them don't mind that I'm extending the due date, not only to help those who want to create them, but some of you who had sent things were worried that they wouldn't get here on time. If you're sending them from the States and you already sent them, there shouldn't be a problem. It won't take more than 3 or 4 days to get here, so don't worry about it. And since I'm extending the due date to the 26th, you have more than enough time to play around and just show what you're proud of. But the whole idea behind it is to try something new and to learn something new and to have fun doing it. So don't worry about it, and just get to it and play around. So anyways, let me just share the ones that I created this weekend, because I had a really hectic weekend. I couldn't do it before. But this is basic cardstock, and it's a lace background cardstock. And all I did was layer a couple of things on it. There's stencils that I used. Excuse me one second, Beatriz. I can't look at that right now. I'm trying to do a video. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can grab the things. Yeah, I have Beatriz talking, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to even get to the things I had on my table. So, no, okay, hold on one second. Beatriz, can you give me 1 second, please? Okay, so what I did was, on top of that first layer of paper, the first thing I did was to use the distress inks, and I used this Creative Workshop stencil to add the clock images to the background. And that was done in this Tattered Rose color. Oops, the lighting is horrible. So I used that one for that. And then these two bird images that you see here are from this other stencil that I had from the Creative Workshop set. And I used that one and that one. So those were the other images that I added. And it's this one and this one. And for that I used the bundled sage. Oops. Bundled sage and the weathered wood. So that's that second layer of images on it. And then on top of that, I did some stamping. So all those butterflies that you see here are done with one of those color box metallic inks. And I used this Martha Stewart butterfly stamp set. So those are the butterflies. And then down here, I played around with a stamp, and I did some embossing on it. And it's an acrylic stamp, and it's not as sharp as I would have wanted it to be, but you can still read the word happy. And then on the back, I have just craft cardstock, and I need to add the information for the ATC. So that's one of them. And then the other one that I worked on is actually another experiment. And this, what I did was I used an ATC. I used packaging from a Spellbinders, and it's an acetate. So I cut it to 2.5 by 3.5, which is the size for the ATC. And then I stamped with StazOn this girl stamp, which is a silhouette that comes in this set of Hero Arts. So I use this one here. Beatriz, can you hold on 1 second, because I can't. Hold on. And then I started layering papers on that acetate, and once I had all those papers on it, I stamped a couple images on the corners, and that is from this Kaiser Craft Devonshire collection. And these are the images on that. These here are the images that I used for those little corners. So she's hiding in between all those little scraps of paper. And then on the back, I have I glued down some craft color cardstock. I did a journaling stamp, and then I just added my title, which is Mystery Lady, and the date of what was going to be the due date, which was the October 15th, but and then created by Ivy Turquesa. And then I used another one of the stamps on that set for the bottom. So that's the back of my ATC. And this did not take too long, but it was really fun to experiment with all those layers and using the acetate and trying new things that I had not tried. So these are actually great projects to just play around with things you haven't played with. And I hope you'll get inspired and want to participate and create some of your own. Today I've been working on these little popsicle sticks. They're the tiny ones, and I'm layering some images on that, and stamps, and the inks around, and then I glued some pearls. And these are not fully dried, so I have not added the glossy accents to those, but those will be tiles. So they're just made out of the little wood sticks, so they have images on them in layers, and I just gessoed them to prepare them and colored, and there's different little techniques. There's glitter on that, and lace, and paper, and a little bling, and this one just has the word love stamped on it, and a couple of bees, and then the paper background. This one has a dragonfly here and here, and then the word laugh. And this one is black gesso, and it has a white ink that I just got, and the word wishes, and then some layering of paper and the pearls. So that is what I've been working on. And I just made this real fast video with Beatrice constant interruption. Can you hold on 1 second, please? I'm sorry, but I just really wanted to do this today because I wanted to let you guys know that I'm extending that due date, so that those of you who were afraid of not being able to make the deadline know that you have more time now. Okay? So thanks a lot, and hope to see a lot of you participating, and thank you so much for your support, and see you all soon. Take care.